Sarah Lockwood. I'm Community Director at Newbridge School, and so my role is looking at work opportunities, work placements, voluntary work, getting young people with a disability out into employment as far as possible. My role in terms of bridging the gap is that I was one of the lead people exploring the project and working with the staff here to actually set the project up running, which started 3 years ago now. And this year we've started doing work placements outside of those placements to get young people out into their own communities and following their own interests in what they want to do. I'm in a really privileged position this year in that I'm not only one of the staff on the project, but also my son's working on the project, which has been quite different for me because I've got those two different relationships with the project. And I'm seeing it from a parental perspective now that Max, when he started, we had to do, starting with things like the travel training. Max didn't used to have the confidence even just to talk to the bus driver when he was getting on the bus. He needed someone with him to help him show his bus pass, and when he got to work he was very anxious about communicating with different people because he does have communication difficulties. But Margaret and the team working really carefully with him and thinking through which placement would support him. He gradually gained those skills such that over the 2 terms he had in the hospital, really successful, working more independently, spending more time without staff support there. And when it came to his 3rd term and we were looking at where he should go for placement, we took a risk really. It was quite a new thing for us. But I said what Max really loves doing is filming. And there's nowhere at the hospital that he can do that, but he would love to work somewhere where he can be behind a camera doing his filming. That's his absolute passion. Can we think of a placement for him? And I had a link with Kirklees TV anyway through someone who was a volunteer. Approached Kirklees TV and said, what do you think? It was probably a risk for Kirklees TV as well. And it's been wonderful. It's shown that the skills that Max developed in the first 2 terms he's been able to transfer, meaning that he gets the bus completely independently because he's going in the opposite direction. He's managing in the workplace without support for a much longer period, and developing those skills that he is really interested in. So for me anyway, as a parent, it's shown me that just how independent he can be and how good it is that he can focus on choosing a job to do that is what he's interested in.
My name's Millie and I've been Max's line manager at Kirklees Local TV. Max has been with us for just over 3 months. He's learnt Final Cut editing, he's learnt to take photographs, he's been out on various shoots. He's done admin for myself and has been a godsend with regards to housekeeping duties.
I think she was top as TV housekeeping admin. No, factor. It's to admin.
My name is Pippa. I'm a volunteer at Kirklees Local TV, and over the last 3 months Max and I have worked together to produce 2 books and a video podcast that he wanted to make about bullying. He and I have worked quite closely together and we've got to know each other really well. I've really enjoyed working with Max. I think his placement has been a positive thing and he has learned a lot of new skills, partly working within a working team and getting to know people and having to be professional when he goes out on film. But as staff here, we've all gained something as well from Max because we've learned a lot about him and it's been a pleasure to work with him.
Max came here about 3 or 4 months ago and he's been an instant hit with all the team. He comes in on the morning, sorts out the mail, then he sorts out the office, tidies up, then he comes out on shoots with us, holds the boom. Sometimes he's actually filming behind the actual lens. I says it's been an absolute joy to have. He's brought a lot of love. We've got a lot of love here anyway, but what Max has done is really enhanced that love and connected us all up.
So Max has made a valuable contribution to KLTV. We run lots of training courses and lots of different activities, and Max has always been there to make sure that everything's ready, that the room's ready, tea and coffee's ready, and it's clean and tidy. So that's been a real help.
As a parent, I would say it's shown me that Max having a learning disability shouldn't prevent him from following the career routes, the work opportunities, the interests that he has as an individual, and just that my expectations and aspirations for him need to be as high as his are for him, that, you know, he really wants to be out there exploring just what he can do, and it's given him that opportunity, which I hope he'll be able to continue.